Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for May 14th, 2025. We've got a Prosperity in Nocturne Kingdom. Can't get away from Nocturne. Although it is more of a Prosperity Kingdom than a Nocturne Kingdom. Sorry for the noise. So we've got Crystal Ball and Mint and Expand. I guess Necromancer for trashing. Draw is Tragic Hero and then King's Court plus this stuff. Plenty of buys. There's also gains from War Chest and Expand. So you should be able to build pretty big here, although it's going to be like a little rickety potentially. Because like King's Court, Grand Market, or Blessed Village is a lot of draw, and it's going to be hard. Like, you're not going to be able to keep Tragic Heroes for the most part, I don't think. Maybe with enough expands, but I don't know. But it probably also doesn't matter too much, because you're probably just going to like look to end the game quickly and not be trying like have an extended greening phase. Anyway, so not much to do on 3 except take a silver, which I guess is fine. And then the question is, do we want Blessed Village or Necromancer? So Necromancer, like right now, Zombie Mason is a fine thing to be playing. I think one Necromancer first. AI apparently agrees. Okay, here we'll take Blessed Village. Well, that doesn't do anything now. It might do something next turn. We could potentially top deck it and then trash it with our Necromancer. So I guess there's no reason not to say next turn. Okay, well, what we're actually going to do is top deck a copper. Although, yeah, no, because we have an estate down there, we might see it. So we're going to top deck a copper and spy. Discard that and buy a mint. Worst draw, maybe. Well, maybe not the worst, but it's up there. So it goes. However, okay, so the question is, do we play the Blessed Village? I mean, it doesn't really change the odds that we... So what we're going to do is we're going to definitely play this as Mason. And ideally, we hit the mint and turn it into a Grand Market, and that'd be friggin' fantastic. Playing the Blessed Village doesn't change the odds that we successfully do that, so... Alright. Mason and Estate. Well, fine. Now it gets progressively harder to pull that off as we remove cards from the deck. So we have State Mint down there. We have 4 coins in our deck. We take the silver, we mint a silver, we can potentially hit 6. Not like immediately, but, you know, eventually. We're gonna buy Blessed Village either way. I guess I'll take the silver. Okay, sure. Okay, so I would rather be able to turn this into a Grand Market, but apprenticing it is still pretty good. Wait, when did they get a mint? When did they get a mint? I just did not notice that happen at all. Okay. Now what? If we just take gold, like, we'll have enough money for, like, King's Court or Expand or Grand Market or whatever. So that's an option. Not the most exciting option, but it's an option. Other options, we could take a Crystal Ball or War Chest. I don't think those are compelling enough. I think we have to take the gold. Well, this could go poorly. So we have copper, silver, silver, wisp down there. Man. Brutal. Seeing both of the estates. Alright, we could take a tragic hero. Probably the move. Could just Mason that. We hit 6 if we don't Mason it, which isn't actually that exciting anyway. Man, we see both the estates again. Frig! Mason it into a grand market. At that point, I don't think we bother to take a silver. I mean, we could also Mason it into a King's Court or an Expand. I mean, Expand would let us start cleaning up these estates, which is pretty valuable. And we can also do silver to Grand Market. Yeah. King's Court doesn't actually do that much for us right now. I do not want another silver. Okay, so we have our Expand down there, and we have our Wisp and another estate. If we were to find the Expand, we'd want to potentially Zombie Mason, but I'd rather make sure that I find the Expand. Okay, maybe that wasn't actually... risk? Alright, wonder if we're just supposed to go Grand, like, not even bother with a 5 here, go Grand Market, Blessed Village. Might possibly. Still have a King's Court. Which is unfortunate. And we won't be able to easily gain and play one next turn either. I don't know what to do about that. Or maybe we can just gain one off of the Blessed Village. Well... again, maybe not. Okay, fine. This could just be silver to Grand Market by Blessed Village again. Oh, I forgot about the part where Necromancer is going to be able to play Tragic Hero. I completely blanked on that. That's very important to keep in mind. Yeah. I still think silver, Grand Market, and get... But, I mean, another Necromancer... I don't think Necromancer is going to be better right now because I'm not expecting necessarily a hero to be in the trash, and even if there is... But... Okay, well now there is a Tragic Hero in the trash. Put that earlier. Okay, so we have the expand on top. We can do expand Blessed Village into King's Court. Then do this. King's Court, the Grand Market. And do... Do what? We could just go Blessed Village Tragic Hero and plan to kind of expand our way up the line. We could get another expand. More Necromancers. Need more payload, but... I really could use another King's Court. Do we take silver with it, just as, like, expand fodder? Maybe. I could see it being correct. We have 5 or 4... These 4 stop cards plus the expand. Like, the odds that we just straight out dud are not very high. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the risk. Okay. So we can play this Tragic Hero. We probably do just want a Platinum. War Chest is interesting, but... Alright, King's Court, expand Grand Market, and then we can King's Court something that we expand into. Silver to Grand Market seems very likely to be correct. Estate... Well, I guess we could get a War Chest off of Estate. I'm not sure how much sense that makes. We can get another, like, Necromancer or Tragic Hero. Yeah, there's one unplayed in the trash. There's also the Mint that we can play if that ends up making sense. So I like getting another Necromancer. And then... Let's get another... Tragic Hero? I guess. We're not really going to do much with it this turn, but... Does that mean it's incorrect? Maybe it is. Maybe we should just be a war chest. Okay. This should presumably be Grand Market. Although... What could we do with the Necromancer? We could Mason the war chest into another Grand Market. Mint the Platinum. And... that's it. I mean, that's still pretty good. It is still pretty good. It does give us more money than just triple playing the Grand Market, so I think that's correct. So... Mint... Platinum... Oh, I guess we could mint Platinum twice. But we can't draw it all? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, ending up with one platinum on top of our deck isn't terrible, but the fact that we definitely can't draw it, we might as well just mint it next turn if that's what we want to do. I think. Just play this as Tragic Hero, I guess. I mean, well, I guess the other thing we could do no, we can't Mason twice. Okay, never mind. Alright. Piles are kind of low. Like, estate pile out is like a legit threat. We might want to take a colony or two. Maybe not two colonies. Be good to get another King's Court. Good to get another Expand. Probably not buying Grand Market, are we? King's Court Expand would leave us with 10 coins, so no colony. Alright, maybe not another Expand. King's Court, colony, Tragic Hero. Having more draw to do gain in play seems good. Well, they didn't do a whole lot. Alright. I wouldn't rule out that we could win this turn. But how do we kick it off? So, like, we might want to, for instance, have Blessed Village available as, like, a expand fodder target. Although I guess, actually, expand Copper to Estate still, like, advances that goal. If we could do, like, Copper to Estate, and then gain another expand, which Blessed Village could still be the target, but then we could do, like, the estates into Tragic Heroes. Okay, I'm gonna play one Blessed Village normally. I mean, we could just King's Court this Necromancer as Tragic Hero right now. We gain 2 platinums, which doesn't seem like a bad thing. Maybe we play like one Grand Market first to try to find double King's Court. Oh! Alright. Oh, it can't actually beat 3 Tragic Heroes, can it? I guess there's an argument for War Chest. is like a source of gains being better, but I don't know. I'm not. We could just YOLO Mason something here. We have more. We have at least one more Necromancer, so I don't think we need to do that. We could also apprentice the Wisp. That seems like a good idea. Alright, so we get another King's Court going. This is our last one that we have right now. We should play the Expand and then play the Tragic Hero. We should be able to trash this colony without issue. Yeah, so we could go like Blessed Village, Expand, Copper Estate, Colony, King's Court or something. And we draw overdraw by 1 on the Tragic Hero. That's probably fine. Getting all the cards now. Alright, triple play that again. And now we're like 1 card short of being able to guarantee drawing back up, like continuing to cycle, like expand into King's Court, expand something. But oh wait, no wait, we can play because we can play Necromancer that plays Tragic Hero. It plays like Blessed Village, Tragic Hero. Okay. Oh, and also we have a second. No, wait, yeah, never mind. No, that is what we need to do. Okay. So we go Estate to Tragic Hero. Platinum to King's Court, Platinum to Expand, or should we trash a Blessed Village? Probably find a trash a Blessed Village. We have to gain another Platinum, which I actually kind of don't want. Oh, I guess it's fine, actually, because we still draw up. Alright, so King's Court again. And then we expand Platinum to King's Court, Platinum to expand. Platinum to another King's Court. We just empty on like this stuff. We don't even need to empty the estates. Tragic Hero pops once, at least the one time, which is actively good here. Oh, we can empty the Platinums too. Okay. Sure. At this point, we don't really need to be doing this, but it's amusing, so not. Okay. Let's just go colony, colony, state, that 3 times, play that 3 times. Well, that was exciting. I guess we can empty the estates. Not worth as many points, though. Oh, no, wait. We can empty on Blessed Village. Yeah, value. Now we can get a whole duchy instead of 2 estates. 20 buys. Well, yeah, that took off, I would say. Gotta play with expand. I guess that's one of the takeaways. That I didn't really read in advance the like King's Court expand tragic hero interaction where you like don't run out of fuel for your expand because you keep like gaining the tragic hero treasures, and the fact that the necromancer makes that a little bit easier to do as well because you don't have to actually like have enough tragic heroes like already in the deck and all that jazz. That was pretty crazy. When did they mint? I like totally missed that, and I could have sworn. It's like Mason in a state, lost silver. Oh, and then they just had silver and 4 copper. Okay, okay. This was, incidentally, this Moon's Gift. And I wasn't even, I was like, oh, I'll save it for next turn, whatever. I guess I wasn't guaranteed to not see the estate. That was the thing that made this as good as it was. But this was like the best Moon's Gift I've maybe ever gotten. I mean, which isn't saying a whole lot, but like being able to like, yeah, okay, I can just hit a 5 copper mint, bam. Like that was really nice. Our whole thing, you know, like this whole game might have gone 1 turn faster if we hadn't just whiffed here with the 2 copper, 2 estates, and a mint draw, which was like, you know, quite bad. But yeah, and then we also didn't manage to mason the mint into a grand market, but we still got a lot done. Pretty insane board. Yeah, and I totally forgot about the Necromancer Tragic Hero interaction too, but that's actually quite a potentially strong one. I mean, it depends. Like, there can certainly be situations where you don't like want to gain as many treasures as that might offer, but on this board, it's mostly not a problem at all because, first of all, Platinum is really good, and second of all, you have Expand, so you're always going to have something useful to do with them, even if you're not buying stuff with them. You know, the draw situation might be an issue, but obviously it wasn't. I was like, you know, I said at the beginning, like, oh, it might be a bit rickety, we might struggle to draw. Obviously that wasn't a problem at all. At least not once we got going. So yeah. I suppose also like the colony buy that I did the second to last turn like doesn't look great in retrospect. If that could have just been like a King's Court or an Expand or something, but I guess, you know, I didn't realize that the AI's deck was as bad as it was and that they weren't going to like threaten anything. I mean, it wasn't that bad, right? Like King's Court, Tragic Hero, and you're doing stuff. But without the Expand, what you're doing is definitely more limited. Like what they could have threatened is to like, you know, take a couple colonies or something along those lines. Nothing really crazy. Which I still would have had no problem beating, so yeah. We totally could have 5-piled here and just take the Tragic Hero and the estates. I also wonder, like, I guess we were going to run out of King's Courts to keep doing that, like, cycling business, but I wonder if we could have piled the Expanse. Probably not, because we also ran out of Tragic Hero plays and also Platinums to gain. So Yeah, I mean, well, you could gain the golds and it wouldn't matter from that perspective, I guess. But I think we were like running low on tragic hero plays, but or like having enough stuff in the deck to actually activate the tragic hero. But still, that was pretty wild. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.